So right now I'm here at the station. It is. I was trying to call the passport company. The time joined out, and what happened is I'm trying to fight the government, but they have many levels. That's Mr. Di Yassin of the Roland Heights Masjid. They have many levels of activities. Uh, let me see. Again, Mr. Dia.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, man. So, yeah.
What it is just
What's going on now?
it's just his past fees for the work that he. I think it's like $250. Because I was trying to get my passport renewed.
Adam, but none of the stuff the stuff is just not adding up. I mean, this guy is talking to me about, all this cost to get your passport. I don't understand. Why do you have to do all of this to get your passport? Why aren't you getting your own passport for free? Why? I don't get it, dude. Honestly, something. Unless you either want to hear me out and learn the way it's done, or you just have gone through so much that you think this is the only way it's done. I don't get it. Why aren't you getting your own passport from the embassy where you at?
No, the embassy. I'm gonna answer your question.
God damn, man.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, keep your God. Keep your no. You know what? With that, no, brother. The conversation is concluded. I appreciate what you did in the past, but alhamdulillah, may Allah reward you for what you've done. We're done, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So use that language with me. That's it. That's it, brother. Yeah, that's it. Goddamn, and all that kind of stuff. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. So what happened is. So what happened is this brother is a white brother. He's Palestinian. He has the money himself. He's a wealthy person. Yeah, he's got the money himself. See, people have portrayed me as being a threat to people and society, and it got me kicked out of Singapore. It got me kicked out, and it was a lie. It was somebody who has a personal grudge against me. We don't know who the person is. They had a personal grudge against me, and they used that, that threat nexus and terror and all that, and it was a goddamn lie. It's a lie. So the thing is, I'm trying to get legal redress. I'm trying to get compensation for what they have done, because I have lost everything in my life, everything worthwhile, relationships, possible marital relationships, alliances, love. I lost everything, man. And the people here, the good people of Iceland, and particularly some of the politicians, they have been very, very good to me. Yeah, they have been very, very good to me, and they have been willing to help me. Yeah. So I don't have money. And I need to pay money for the passport. I need to pay for this. I need to pay for that. In order to get legal residency, to be able to work, I need to pay for all of these things. All of these things have to be paid for. I got to pay for all these things. So the only guy that's being allowed to communicate with me is the Ahmadiyya guy. This is the Ahmadiyya, where they said, law for all, hatred for none, law for all. But their method of Islam, or their tawhid, is considered off. It's considered off. Yeah, it's considered off. I was about to curse him out. Something told me don't do it, and it's off. So the thing is, these people have messed up my life, and I'm trying to rebuild my life here, And the thing is, like I said, I've met top people that are top people, ministers, in this country, that have considerable power, and they told me they're willing to work with me and to help me. But I got to do some things on my own. So I don't want to go to the local people and ask them for this. It's very embarrassing to go to the local people and ask them for this money, like 1,500, 2,500, 5,000. I really need 10,000 or more British pounds at least. So a lot of the American Muslim community, they don't like it that I'm outside the U.S., that I left, because I'm telling them to go fuck themselves. The life there ain't worth shit. Yeah, if you got to live on the street, it ain't worth nothing. The hell I want to live on the street for? So I've been offered more than one work contract to work here in writing from local employers because of a skill set that I have in writing. There's even a work ministry which is called Vina Mullah Stofnun. Vina Mullah Stofnun, the head of the Vina Mullah Stofnun himself, called me and said, "Don't worry, you got a work permit coming. Just get the paperwork that we need to satisfy our requirements, and you will be allowed to work. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Just get us the paperwork, and I'll give you my word. And he put it in writing. He put it in writing. This is what we need to give you a work permit. Now, I told the communities, people supposedly care about me, that I've been offered work, more than one contract. I need to get these things together in order to satisfy the Icelandic authorities and the government officials to be able to work. And then the Muslim community just did like this to me. I was like, fuck you, so fuck them. Fuck them. I don't want nothing to do with them no more. And I'm glad that I left. You know what I'm saying? And I had to go do this shit. And they're willing to just give me penny any money. Penny, what we call in New York, penny any. You meaning like nickel and dime you. Nickel and dime you to death. A little bit of money here when they got buku. There's another term called buku. They're sitting on fucking buku money. They collect, excuse my language because there's a child here. Buku money. They're sitting on it. They collect hundreds of thousands of dollars or more, millions in Ramadan, in the month of Ramadan. Millions of dollars is being given away in Ramadan. Yeah, people got to give away what they call zakat money. You can't access any of the people that have the zakat money, and they're saying, please, can we find some people that needed to give away the zakat money? And you can't get to these people because they block you off, and then they want to offer you some penny ante, what they call nickel and dime bullcrap. See, now I can curse another little boy is left. Nickel and dime bullshit. They won't offer you money, but I got something for their ass. They want to be smart. They think they're intelligent. I got something for their ass now. You see? So these people, I appreciate what they have done in the past with the little nickel and dime shit that helped me to be able to subsist and survive. But now, fuck them. Fuck them. Mashallah, and fuck them. Just like the what's this guy's name? Gilwar Khan and all these people that have the money in London and all that. They could have helped me. I didn't even have to call the States. They're closer to me. And the worst part of all the Muslim community here is even closer than that. Like Shah Salman and all these other, they got that kind of money, man. They can loan me the money based on the work offered and the contract offered and the remuneration and the contract from an Icelandic, European, pure employer, which I'm sure they respect. Yeah, they can offer you a loan on that and say, you're going to pay us back because you're not going anywhere. But no, somebody like me is not worth it, and we're not wanted here by the Muslim community. We're not wanted here, i.e. B76. I was reading the license plates. India Echo Bravo 76. You're not wanted. You're not wanted around by them. And they envy us anyway. Being U.S. citizens, our nationality, they envy it. So he said, why don't you go apply there at the embassy by yourself? Why don't you do it yourself? I want the legal counsel present. And the reason why is I want to witness when the application is going on. Like Ragnar, who I know, he's the first person I met. Ragnar Idolstein. I said, Ragnar's a good man. But Ragnar is very expensive. Yeah, he's very expensive. So I need legal counsel to witness the interaction and the process, being that I had problems with this same agency in the past, to witness the interaction for the application for a new one. I don't want no funny business. Yeah, see, when they're being witnessed, it's harder for them to fuck up and to screw around when they're having witnesses, especially if their own superior or ruling class ethnic group. They ain't gonna mess around. When you try to do it by yourself, they'll ramrod you all over. It's called railroad. Is the term we call it in New York. They'll run all over, and this is what I was trying to tell Ragnar initially. They'll run all over you, man. Once they get you by yourself alone. But if somebody's witnessing what's going on, they're gonna be careful about what they do, and that's why I need the legal veil. I need the legal veil. The legal veil is very important, for my rights to apply for my passport, to get it, and then to F off, to get up out of there, man. And get it over with so I can move on. Dealing with the damn people, man. So you got the stupidest opinion. I don't know why you went over there. I don't know. You're living in the fucking streets. You're a black bum. You're a fucking nigger bum. You're in the streets. You're not respected. Your work is not respected. Your skill set is not respected in America. I don't know why you left. What do you fuck you mean? I don't know why I left. You dumbass. You're supposed to be an engineer and all that. Dumbass, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I could take that money, every little bit of it, and dime it, and throw it back in their face, man. Throw it back in their fucking face, man. These guys, these people are no good, man. No good, man. And I don't trust him. D.I. Yassin, something about him I never trusted. D.I. Yassin, I don't trust him, and I'm not sure about trusting Bill Sympathy. No, something funny, man. Something real funny. I feel for you, and you've been through a lot, and I know you know what he's alluding to when he talks like that. I feel for you, and I know you've been through it, and it's trauma. He's alluding to psychological instability, to use it later on at a later precipice, and a date, and at a protracted point, he wants to build up a case for psychological delusion and instability. I know what the guy's doing. I'm from New York City. You can't fool me. You can't run a game on me. I know what the guy is doing, and he's supposed to be a liberal attorney, and people are rising up against this administration. Why would you want to rise up against the government in this administration? Work with the government, change the government, work with it. Don't rise up against it. Talking nonsense. I don't want to hear that kind of nonsense. I want my doggone passport. I want my passport. I want my legitimate processes so I can move on. And I need thousands of dollars. They've taken everything. People that would have helped me, all that kind of stuff, gone, man. Gone. All the relationships gone, man. All those relationships gone, man. Gone, man. Women that were willing to help me, willing to marry and all that, gone. Completely gone. Zip, zoop. Gone. Whatever it is that they saw. And in fact, one interesting paradigm is the legal filings that I had done pro se initially as a layman in U.S. federal court initially. They were not, months ago, they were not on the docket, on the public Google search record. They were not on the docket. Now they're on the record. The Google search record. Even when I met Ragnar Iversteinson, I forget how to actually pronounce his last name, attorney, barrister, lawyer, Ragnar. These court filings I did in the United States, they were not publicly available on the Google search when I came here in March. Now they're all over Google. It makes me look like what they call legally, the term is called vexatious litigant, or in slang, legal slang terms, it's called frequent flyer. Not frequent flyer, frequent filer. Frequent filer as a joke, to rhyme with frequent flyer. Yeah, a frequent filer. You know, somebody who's upset and just keeps doing legal filings unnecessarily. Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to fight. No one would take my case out. No one would take my case. Cases that were of lesser. Imagine you're standing in here. Somebody saying you're a threat. They come, they blindfold you, right? Grab you, shackle you, blindfold you, wrap your mouth, stuff like that, put you in chains, take you out somewhere. You don't know where you're going, scream at you, take you to some military place from here, and you don't even know why. You don't know why. There's no explanation. You don't know who or what gave the orders, and it was done sort of as a joke, a very, very mean joke. It was a very cruel joke in Singapore, and it ruined my life. It ruined my life. It ruined people that I wanted to be involved with. It ruined them up. It messed them up. It messed them up. It messed them up. It tore these people up. You know, and what they're trying to do is to get me to drop it. They're trying to get me to drop the case like nothing ever happened. It was all imagination. The blindfolds, the slappings, the beatings, the screaming, the yelling, troops, soldiers, machine guns. It's all imagination. None of that ever happened. You know, and just move on with your life. How are you gonna move on and you're doing this? You got Muslims under your thumb. You got religious leaders, mosque leaders that are supposed to pay the zakat, pay the sadaqah money for legitimate purpose. You got them under your thumb. Alpha Golf Victor 72. I was looking at the license plate. Alpha Golf Victor 72. I'm reading a license plate. So, you know, you got these people under your thumb, and the guy is saying, look, here are attorneys of European ancestry. Don't pay me a dime. Pay for the processes that I need to be legitimately able to work as been offered to me. They're not willing to do that. What kind of Muslims are this, man? What kind of fucking people are that, man? You know, and they run their zakat money, and they talk about shit, and they're into that skin complexion. They can take it and shove it up their ass, man. I get that money, I'll pay for it myself. Apostille services and all that. I'll do it myself, but I would need like $5,000 US. I get that money. I'm tired of this shit, man. See, the thing is about the Ahmadiyya thing, I'm not ready to jump into that yet, because that's a different millat, that's a different Aqidah, and I'm grounded in this Aqidah for almost 30 years, and then just to throw it out of the window. And to say, you know, when they say, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, and now to say, no, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, or La ilaha illallah something else, and to come to that different millat, and to take what they call on bended knee, and to take allegiance and bear to the Khalifa and the Amir, that's a big. I have allegiance to the nation state. So I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, indivisible, for which we stand, one nation under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice. Yeah, I pledge allegiance to no You know what I'm saying? Pledge allegiance to the Amir and all that, and they're requiring that there's something kind of egging, like, what's next? What are you going to do? You know what you need to do. You know the next thing I want to hear from you. You need to join the community, the Ahmadiyya community. It's funny how I'm being rejected by the rest of the Muslim community. It's very suspicious. It's something funny, something weird going on, man. Yeah, something weird going on, and they got me bent over the barrel. There's another term we have in the United States. It's called bent over the barrel. It is an anal sodomy rape term. Bent over the barrel. They have me bent over the barrel, and there's nothing I can do. I have no money and no help whatsoever from fellow Muslims. And one fellow Muslim that I wanted to marry, well, I was interested in marrying, I asked her who was her wali, and she said it was her son. This is a sister who from upstate New York. Suddenly, communication has completely come to a lull, a complete halt, a complete HALT, a complete halt for whatever reason, unbeknownst to me. It's a complete solid halt. There was no antagonism, no animosity, or no rancor in our previous communications. Then suddenly stopped. As soon as you mentioned the son, it stopped. I have no idea what the hell is going on there. You know, so all I'm meeting left and right is munafiq after me. Maybe even I'm a munafiq along with this. Munafiq after munafiq. So I told him, he said, fucking shit, man, fucking God. I said, that kind of language, it's over. Yeah, you gonna get like that about me, and you're in a position to help, and you control the zakat money, and all that kind of stuff? Forget it. Ain't nothing for them to write a $1,500 check. Say, look, we'll give you an envelope of $1,500. Whatever we do, you will pay it. No, I can't pay anybody. I've already sent emails to the attorney Richard Poland in Long Beach that this person is willing to forward payment or to help with the thing, because that's what he said. I actually recorded the conversation between myself and Dia. Yeah, that's actually what he said, and then totally did a turnaround. There's some type of pressure because they either want me, one, to give up making a case against the abuses that they rendered against me in Singapore. Number two, in other circumstances, or number two, to lose my citizenship. This is what these guys are trying to do. See, at least the attorney Simpich is being mercurial. At least he's being nonchalant, or how can I say, or tepid, or lukewarm. At least he's being lukewarm, in and out. That's better than nothing. And he's been willing to do something. But I have to do these apostille things, which are expensive. These are not cheap to do this. I'd rather do it from outside. I'd rather not be inside the U.S., try to apply for one, and then they never give you one. Yeah, they never give you one. Yeah, I'd rather do it outside. Or if I do it here, I'd rather have Ragnar Edelsteinson, the top human rights attorney, witness of what's going on with me. I would rather have him. I would rather have him speak and communicate with the embassy on my behalf, right? And then interact with them. I don't want to interact with those people, man. No, I don't want to interact with them. It's like, oh, because you know you did something. No, I just don't. No more of that. I don't want any more interaction with that. Asking the State Department for anything. I respect their offices, but I don't want to ask them for anything. I'm a terror threat and all that, and imminent threat, and lone wolf. There's something that they said. There's something on my identity, which one Ul Alam said. It's like a profile. It's a profile over your identity, and I have no idea what that profile is. I have no idea what it is. I don't know what that profile is. To this day, I don't know, and it affects your travel. It affects even where you want to live. You want to make a move on with your life, and you want to progress, it affects it. The profile, yeah, and they write this stuff, and it's not even criminal charges. It's just suppositions. It's analyses. It's profiles. It's suspicions, and they enter it in, and then these things accumulate. These suspicious activity reports. They accumulate, and when they accumulate, the more you accumulate, the worse it looks out. The more SARs, they call them SARs. The more SARs you accumulate, the worse it gets out. Yeah, and you don't know. There's nobody to challenge them up. The SARs. There's nobody to challenge them. So I got to do something. I need to get this out and get my files out, put out into the public, even the redacted. I got to get something done out, or I'm finished. I can't be living like this without a woman of my choice. I can't be living like this, man. No, man. And you're not allowed. And suspicion. This is crazy, man. This is insane, man. And then they have the only people they allow to interface with me And he looks at me like dirt when he looks at is the Ahmadiyya. I feel disgusting, man. When he looks at me like dirt, like I'm some kind of parasite or somebody that's come to use and irresponsible. And that I know what I was doing when I came here, and it's connected with the digital. It's connected with the digital. I know what I'm doing when I came here, man. You know, and I need to finish. I need to finish what I'm doing. See, the only dark person you see in interaction as an equal is like this young man came in who's dark. He's an Indian. He's an Indian. They're the only people that are equivalent to people of European ancestry. Indians. The black, the Negro, the Afro-ethnic, we're like a joke, man. Yeah, we're like a joke, man. Oh, man.